Hey, welcome to the Plaid X2 channel. My name is John, and on this channel we talk about all things physical media. So movies, music, and books. So if you're into that kind of thing, go ahead, hit subscribe down below for more of that kind of content. So this video is a lot of fun for me. I took about a day and a half to just drive around Delaware and Maryland to do thrifting. I love driving around, and I love driving back roads, love driving especially in the fall. So anyway, I took about a day and a half to just drive around, listen to music, listen to podcasts, and hit up every Goodwill, pawn shop, Salvation Army, thrift store that I could find. And I found some really, really cool stuff that I want to share with you. So I found, for example, I found a Eureka title, I found an older Twilight Time title on Blu-ray, and I found a Scream Factory title. So in addition to all of the other stuff that I found those three. So I'll share those with you. I also found a bunch of classic Hollywood films, which I am really, really into, and I found some awesome stuff. So anyway, if you're interested in checking out what I found in the last couple of days, stick around. So while I was driving around, I did see a Dollar Tree that I stopped into. This is not a Dollar Tree haul video. I'm done with those for a while. But I did find one title at a Dollar Tree that I stopped in at. I want to see if they had anything left over, anything that somebody may have missed or passed over that I'd be interested in. This store was completely stocked still. And so I found one title that I was really excited to find and pumped to watch it. And it is Saturday Night Live, the best of commercial parodies. I love Saturday Night Live, especially their older stuff. And so anyway, commercial parodies, this will be a lot of fun. So anyway, this is the only Dollar Tree title we're talking about. So the vast majority of this haul is from thrift stores, except for obviously the Dollar Tree title I just told you about, and these next two titles. So I'd heard from other friends on YouTube that Big Lots had a huge clearance going on of their movies. So I decided to stop in to do two different locations, and at each of the locations I found one title, and both titles I'm really excited to add to the collection. The first one is W.C. Fields Comedy Favorites Collection, which includes 10 classic films. Again, if you've been watching this channel for any length of time, you know I love older films, black and white films especially. I've been looking into some of his stuff recently, and so I'm really excited to get this 10 films, and you can see here it was $5 marked down to $2.50. So 10 films for $2.50, not too shabby. Looking forward to checking those out. And then the other one from the other location that I hit was the Vintage Art Series Bob Hope 10 Movie Comedy Collection. So anyway, 10 films from Bob Hope, all black and white with a really great slip cover as well. And you can see on the cover also was $5 marked down to $2.50. I don't have any Bob Hope in my collection, so to get 10 comedy films of his, black and white, for $2.50, you can't beat that, friends. So anyway, check your Big Lots, because I do hear that they have a huge clearance sale going on, and I was able to find two titles, which I'm excited about, and that is it. That's it with the, the franchise stores. All of the rest is thrift stuff, I promise you. So there is a town not too far from me that has 3 or 4 pawn shops in it, and I checked them all, and only one of the places had titles that I was interested in, but they're both titles that I'm pretty excited about. The first one is called It Happened in Brooklyn from the Frank Sinatra collection. This is from 1947, starring Frank Sinatra. It Happened in Brooklyn. It is also a black and white film, so excited to have this in the collection. I have no Frank Sinatra in my collection, so really excited to grab this title, and that was for 50 cents. So pretty pumped to have that at 50 cents. And the other one, I found one from this series at a Goodwill recently. It's called the Universal Vault series. And this one is They Might Be Giants, starring George C. Scott, and I believe this is from 1971. Yeah, 1971. They Might Be Giants. So anyway, I've never seen this film. I'd never heard of this film, but really excited to check it out. And again, these two were only 50 cents at one of my local pawn shops. So this next handful of titles comes from 2 different Salvation Army stores. The first one is just close to my place. It's like 30 minutes away from me. And they always have their music and movies for 49 cents, which is a steal. It's constantly that price. So anyway, I think someone just dropped off their entire music collection, and I'd found maybe 10 or 11 titles that I was interested in, but all but 3 of the ones I pulled out were really destroyed and scratched. But I did find 3 that were clean, completely clean, mint condition, so excited to check them out since I don't really have anything of any of these 3 artists in my collection. The first one is 9 Inch Nails Ghosts 1 through 4. This is a double album, and it is, I believe, I've listened to a decent amount, an instrumental album. So I've listened to some of it, and it does sound great. I'm not really well versed in 9 Inch Nails, but excited to check that one out for 49 cents. The next one is, I don't have a full album of theirs, but I do have an album of their singles. So I'm excited to check this one out. It's the Smiths' Strange Ways, Here We Come. Anyway, Again, I don't have much from them, but excited to check this out. And this last one, if you grew up in the 90s, middle school, high school, college was the 90s for me. So the second track on this album I know very well, and you will too if you're a 90s kid, and it is by Blur, and the song is Song 2. And so anyway, excited to find this one for 49 cents. I knew that second track off the album, but I didn't know anything else. And if I'm honest with you, I was more of an Oasis guy, still am an Oasis guy. I have all of their stuff. So I was Team Oasis, and so I listened to their stuff primarily. So I figured it was about time for me to get a little better versed in Blur. So I picked that one up for 49 cents. And then I went to a different Salvation Army. This one was about an hour away from me. And I found, I was super excited because of the lead actor in this, and also because it is a Scream Factory title, and I have no Scream Factory titles. And I don't have much horror in general, and what I do have is mostly classic Universal Monster stuff. So anyway, I found this one, pretty pumped, and picked it up. It is called The Harvest, starring Michael Shannon, who I love, and Samantha Morton, and also Peter Fonda is in this as well. So The Harvest. Now, I picked this one up, and obviously I got to watch it for this Halloween horror month. And I did watch it yesterday, and it was pretty good. I really did enjoy it. So anyway, The Harvest, glad to have this one and to get to watch it and to pick up my very first Scream Factory title. So that's what I found, friends, at my Salvation Armies. So this next handful of films all comes from one of my favorite places to thrift at, and it is in Laurel, Delaware, the Dollar Book Shuffle. Everything in this place, it's a huge warehouse. Everything in the place is $1. So movies, music, and books, all $1, unless the occasional Blu-ray might be more, or if it's a season or a set, but virtually everything is $1. So everything I grabbed here is $1 each. I couldn't believe it. Very excited. So again, if you're ever in Laurel, Delaware, check out the Dollar Book Shuffle. The first one is a Eureka, the Masters of Cinema series. It is number 46, Le Silence de la Mer by Jean-Pierre Melville. I was very excited to find this. This is a really gorgeous release. The film is from 1949. It's a French film, and it's got a huge booklet in here on the film, the making of it. It has the chapter menu here as well with some inside artwork. I was very excited to find this. And at first I thought to myself, I don't know if this plays on our North American DVD and Blu-ray players. But then I read on the front, there's a U, and then I read on the back, Universal. I just didn't continue reading because on the bottom it says Universal, suitable for all. If I just looked over to the side a little more, I would have seen region 2, and I don't have the ability to watch anything in this region. So this will be going to a friend on YouTube who has the ability to watch films from region 2, which I do not. So anyway, excited to find this one for $1, and maybe someday I'll get to watch it on a different format. The next film I picked up, I don't have in the collection. One day I will upgrade it to Blu-ray because it's such an awesome film. And it did come with a slipcover, and it is Be Kind, Rewind with Mos Def and Jack Black. It did come with a slipcover. It was in mint condition. I watched this yesterday. Again, I revisited it. It's very funny and very heartwarming. Anyway, Be Kind, Rewind for $1. The next one is from 1940. It is a black and white film. This one is factory sealed, The Mark of Zorro Special Edition. It also comes with collectible photos as well. Anyway, slipcover on this. This was for $1. Really excited to check this one out. I have not seen that film. The next one, when I walked into the movie section, there's like this long hallway, and then it kind of goes into another room where the movies are. They spill out into the hallway. But there was this huge stand for horror films because of Halloween. And so anyway, at the very top of this stand, I saw this, and I can't believe no one took it. It is a double feature starring Boris Karloff, and it is The Ape and British Intelligence. I did a little bit of research on YouTube, checking out the trailers for these, and I cannot wait to check these out. Boris Karloff played the Frankenstein's monster in Frankenstein, which is my ultimate favorite horror film and Universal monster film. So anyway, excited to find some Boris Karloff. Looking forward to checking that out. And then the next three. So if you've watched this channel for any length of time, if you've seen the Criterion videos I put up, I got into Criterion maybe a year and a half ago, And the first few films I purchased, one of them was a Charlie Chaplin film, and that sold me on Chaplin. And ever since, I've been watching as much Chaplin as possible and rewatching all of his stuff. So I love his movies. I think he was fascinating. I think he was a genius. I'm actually reading a book on his life and career right now. And as I was reading it, I was wishing that I could get more of his features that was previous to his big feature film, more of the smaller stuff he did. And I was so excited to find these. This first one is a double feature. It is The Kid and Tilly's Punctured Romance. Now, I have The Kid on the Criterion release, but I have not seen this. And this is his first feature-length comedy. So really excited to finally be able to watch that. And then this next one is, it's a box set of 2 different DVDs, but it's 14 of his features over 4 hours. So before his big feature movies, as he was kind of coming up in Hollywood and coming up in the business, they would do these short films. They would film these sometimes in a day. And some of these short films were like 7 minutes long. Some of them got as big as 30 minutes. Those were the big ones. So as I'm reading this book on Chaplin's life, I'm just wishing, man, I wish I could see these films, these short films. And then I found this. It is Charlie Chaplin, 14 different features over 4 hours of his stuff. So here are the 2 DVDs. And these features include Sunnyside, The Knockout, A Woman, The Tramp, His Favorite Pastime, The Bank, Caught in a Cabaret, The Count, The Pawn Shop, A Day's Pleasure, Behind the Screen, The Vagabond, 1 a.m., and The Bond. So anyway, I love watching Chaplin stuff. Again, I think he was a genius. Really excited to pick this up. If you continue to watch this channel, I'm hoping to put together a series on all of Chaplin's work that has been released on the Criterion Collection, and hoping to do that with some friends who also appreciate Chaplin. So anyway, Charlie Chaplin, really excited to pick up another one of his films, and also these 14 features. So that's what I found at the Dollar Book Shuffle, again, in Laurel, Delaware. Check it out if you've never checked it out. And next I have a bunch of stuff for you from Goodwill. So before I dive into the Goodwill stuff, I've been mentioning over the last month, when we hit 250 subscribers, I'm giving away what I've said at the beginning was 25 digital codes, ones that I pull out from new movies or used movies. And anyway, that number I think is over 30 now, because whenever I get them, I just kind of throw them in the stack. Some of them are new. I mentioned in the last video, 21 Bridges, starring Chadwick Boseman. I just put that in there. I just bought that film, brand new. So anyway, I'm going to give those all out to one lucky winner when we hit 250 subscribers. So if you want in on that contest, you do need to be a subscriber. And this is just a way for me to say thank you for so many people who have just kind of journeyed with me, and my appreciation for physical media. And so anyway, I wanted to say thank you, and I thought this would be a cool way to do it. So when we hit 250, I'll put out another video and we'll give those all to a lucky winner. So if you want in on that, hit subscribe down below, and there'll be an announcement on that when we hit that number. So anyway, here's what I found at Goodwill. So I went to 3 different Goodwill locations, and one of them is like 30 minutes away from me, and that one, it had just tons of media. There were massive bins everywhere, just like overflowing with media, and nothing. Like everything was destroyed or scratched except for this one title, and I was really excited to pick it up. I didn't have it in the collection, and I've heard good things about it, and I'm getting more into this genre of film, and it is Rio Bravo, the Howard Hawks film, starring John Wayne, Dean Martin, and Ricky Nelson. This is a 2-disc special edition, which also comes with a bunch of, like a packet of films or pictures from the film. So anyway, 2-disc set. Really excited to check this one out. I'm not naturally a huge Western guy, but I have been watching a little bit of Clint Eastwood lately, and I've been enjoying it. And so anyway, I thought I would spread my wings a little bit and venture into a different genre that I'm not really well versed in. But anyway, excited to add this collection. That was at one of the ones I found, one of the Goodwill locations. Then a Goodwill location that is about an hour from me. I went there the other day and I found 3 things. One is a CD and then 2 films. The CD is Switchfoot, Oh Gravity. When these guys first came out, I got into them, and it's really great, super positive music, and I love it. It encourages me, lifts me up. So anyway, Switchfoot, Oh Gravity, excited to find that one. My all-time favorite Switchfoot song is on this album, and it's called Yesterdays. So there's the track listing. Yesterdays is right here. If you've never checked out that song, Yesterdays, just check out the one song from Switchfoot, Yesterdays. It gets me. in the feels every single time. Emotionally, gets me every time. All right, then I found two movies at this one location. One is a set of films. It is 4 films, and it is Silver Screen Icons, The Thin Man. And it has 4 films. It has The Thin Man, After the Thin Man, Another Thin Man, Shadow of the Thin Man. I'm really excited to check these out. These start in 1934, 1936, 1939, and 1941. All black and white films. I have read on these films, but have never seen them. So really excited to add this to the collection and finally get to watch those. And then this last one is a Turner Classics movie. It looks really, really interesting, and excited to find this one. And it is Murder, He Says. Really excited to grab this one. Again, I watched the trailer. It does look pretty ridiculous. A comedy. Excited to check this one out. This one, I believe, is 1945. 1945. Again, black and white. I found a ton of black and white stuff on this haul. Really excited to add this to the collection. And then this is the last location for Goodwill, and it is the one in my town. So at the end of this, driving around Delaware and Maryland, I almost just went home, and then I thought, you know what? My location, I'll just check it out. It has had nothing in so long. And when I go, even when the media thing is full, it's just nothing I'm interested in. So they've been pretty empty as of late, but I went in yesterday and it was completely packed. The VHS, which I didn't buy any VHS, it was like 3 deep. The movies, it was a huge bookshelf, and it was full, like 2 deep, all the way down, like I think like 6 or 7 shelves. So anyway, I found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 titles, which I'm very excited to show you. The first one is starring Grace Kelly and Cary Grant. It is To Catch a Thief. I've never seen this film. I really enjoy Cary Grant. So excited to add this to the collection. 1955. Pumped to have this one. The next one is from, the star is Fred Astaire, and I have 5 of his films, and in these pickups I doubled my Fred Astaire collection. So this is The Bandwagon. Get aboard the bandwagon. This is a 2-disc special edition with a booklet in there as well. Excited to add this one. This is from 1953. Pretty pumped to add this one. And then this is also Fred Astaire, and this is 4 Turner Classic Movies in one collection. It comes on 4 different discs, which I appreciate. Roberta, Follow the Fleet, Flying Down to Rio, and The Story of Vernon and Irene Castle. So really excited to add these to the collection. These start in 1933, 1936, 1939, and also 1935. So anyway, Fred Astaire, a bunch of his stuff. I now have 10 of his films. This next one, so pumped to find it. I am gonna get this on Blu-ray eventually. I will buy it, but for $2, super excited to get it, to watch it. I've been starting to watch more of his films lately, and I love it. And this is starring Spencer Tracy, Katharine Hepburn, and it is Desk Set. So Spencer Tracy, Katharine Hepburn, absolute legend. Spencer Tracy, I didn't know much of his stuff, but I watched Woman of the Year, Criterion Collection Edition, and loved it, super good. And I watched Father of the Bride, the original Father of the Bride, and absolutely loved it and really enjoy his acting. This is from 1957. My eyes are going, I think I need glasses. 1957. So anyway, Katharine Hepburn, Spencer Tracy, Desk Set, really excited to watch this. The trailer looks outstanding. And the next 2 are Blu-rays. So if you've been wanting Blu-rays and you're really just, not really satisfied, I've only shown 1 Blu-ray so far. The next 2 are Blu-rays. This first one is called Citizen 4, won the 2014 Academy Award for Best Documentary Feature. This is all about Edward Snowden, and it was from, I believe, it's the 2014 film. So anyway, I did watch this one yesterday, and very, very interesting. And I don't know if it'll stay in the collection. It was kind of a one-watch thing for me. But if you're interested in trading for it, I do have this one available. But excited to watch it, as I'd never seen it before. And then here we go. This is the end. And this one I bought for $2, but I looked it up. It is an older Twilight Time film, and so it goes for a little bit. I don't plan on keeping it in the collection. It's not one that I'm interested in, so I will trade it. It is Conrack. This is from 1974, starring John Voight. And anyway, I couldn't believe I found this, and for $2. And it's got the booklet inside, And the disc is right there as well. So anyway, Twilight Time, I only have 1 or 2 Twilight Time titles, but couldn't believe I found this for $2. So if you know anything about this film, if you're interested in it, please do let me know. Let me know if you've seen any of those films and what you thought of them. I'm really, really into classic films, this black and white stuff. So for me, this haul was super exciting because there's so much of it in there. So anyway, friends, that is what I found as I traveled around Delaware and Maryland, just kind of taking in the weather, taking in the fall on a drive. It was a lot of fun. So thank you so much. If you liked the video, please do hit like and subscribe if you want more of this kind of content. Thank you so much, friends, for checking it out. I really do appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. I hope you're doing well and staying safe. We'll see you next time.